Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gen X Living Life. My name is Maggie.
And I'm Penny, and Maggie's visiting me in Los Angeles for the first time, and we're going to talk about her first impressions. This will be the first part of two parts.
Yeah, I'm very excited to start talking about it because it has left an impression on me. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've been to Los Angeles, so in Southern California at all. So I was very excited to come, and I can't wait to tell you all about my trip.
And Maggie visited me in LA recently, and it was a lot of fun. And we're going to talk about her first impressions. It was so much fun. I'm glad you were here.
I had a fantastic time.
So, as soon
Well,
as you landed, right, I picked you up. And where did you
yeah.
go first?
Oh man. Well, it was about lunchtime, so the staple of California, the top cuisine was was In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah. Yep.
And In-N-Out Burger, we went totally ambitious with me trying the different kinds of
Yeah.
burgers that they serve there. Um, Penny had me try three types of burgers. Is
Right.
that right?
Hmm.
One was, what was it called? The carnivore.
No.
No, it was not the carnivore. It was
That
the
should be a
protein.
name. So I use the secret menu, obviously, which isn't so
Oh,
secret. But it's animal style burger is one
an
of them.
animal style burger.
All right. And then animal style protein style, which doesn't have a bun. It's wrapped in lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you remember the last one?
No,
Double double.
the double double.
Yeah.
All of them were delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely do the protein one in the summertime
Hmm.
when you don't want an extra bun, you don't want the extra
It's
heaviness.
refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like having a meat salad
Mm. Hmm.
sandwich.
That's right. Like a steak salad. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
So it was really good. And I also tried two styles of the French fries. And the French fries, they look like real skinny and crispy as well.
Hmm.
What did you call them?
So one of them, In and Out fries by themselves are just average. So I always tell them to do it extra well. So they keep it in the fryer longer. So that's what makes them crispy. So
Okay.
that's one of them. And then
And then the other one I really liked, and it had all that stuff on it.
yeah,
It had the sauce and onions, and it was onions,
cheese.
right?
Yeah, it was
Cheese.
onions, cheese, and then the In and Out sauce spread. So yeah, that's animal style fries.
That was so
That is good.
delicious,
Mm-hmm.
delicious.
That was.
So yeah. So anyway, we had that, and we were good to go because then Penny took me all over the place. And so the next stop after that, we went to the Santa Monica Beach and Pier.
Mhm.
So we saw the world famous sign, and at the end of Route 66.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, and the beautiful Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. It was
And
a nice day. Yeah.
it was beautiful. It was breezy, and everybody was out walking around. And I mean, this is a Thursday. So, I mean, do these people have jobs?
Right. There were a lot of people there, more than I expected, just like
Yeah,
walking around. Yeah.
yeah. So, so we walked along there, and we
Mhm.
walked down, the boardwalk, and we had a lot of fun. It was nice and relaxing. It was a nice day, and I wish I could have stayed there, but I wasn't dressed for it. I was just off of the plane and In-N-Out Burger, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, but it was pretty nice. I like the amusement park down there, and you get a great vantage point from the beach. You took that great picture
yeah,
of the beach. I like that picture a lot.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and you even said you kind of smelled a little bit the fires. I
a little
remember.
bit, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's my first time
Hmm.
in, so as a newcomer, you kind of get that new smell.
Yeah.
Whereas once you've been there, you get used to it after a while. But yeah, I did smell a little smoke there, and you could tell that it was a little bit smoggy
Hmm.
around there.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's typical. Yeah, and then so that going from LAX to Santa Monica Beach wasn't very far, but then we were going to downtown area. And what do you think about the traffic?
Oh boy. LA's reputation for traffic did not disappoint.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of cars
Yeah.
there. But the one thing is at least the experience that I had when I was there, is that the traffic was at least moving.
Mhm.
And maybe we caught it just right. I don't know if you ever had standstill traffic, but the traffic was
Yeah.
moving along, even though it was slow.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, you just have to plan um,
Yeah, well, it
to.
was Thursday and it was kind of the afternoon, but it's like that pretty much most of the time, I would say, the majority of the time. And it's just a way
Always
of
that
life.
way.
Yeah, it's just a way of life. We know now. And then,
That's what you got to live with. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we went to Wanderlust Creamery, which is like sort of like a boutique ice cream store,
Mhm.
and they
Yep.
have like all these different creations, which are amazing.
Yes, I tried the mango sticky rice and it was really good. I
Hmm.
enjoyed that. It was so
Yeah,
refreshing because after all that walking that we did over at Santa Monica Pier and then being in the car, it was just a nice break um, to have a little refreshment there. So
definitely.
that was really good.
Yeah, yeah. You had the mango sticky rice, which actually tastes like mango sticky rice, which is amazing. And I had the oolong pineapple cake or something like that, which is actually fabulous also.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a new flavor. So yeah, and then we decided to go to Hollywood area, hoping to see the Grauman's Chinese Theater with the handprints, but I forgot. It was Oscar weekend.
Yeah, we discovered that by accident actually because they were blocking off some streets.
Hmm. They had
And
the
so
tents. Hmm.
they were setting up tents, and that's where they do the red carpet for the
Yeah.
photos for the
Hmm.
movie stars.
Right.
And I'm like, oh wow, this is about the closest I'm ever going to
Yeah,
get to
it's the
the
theater.
Oscars.
Yeah, it's the theater right there because the
Yeah.
theater that they have the Oscars at is right next to. It's near the where the Grauman's Chinese Theater is. So
So
yeah.
yeah, so we didn't get to see that. Well, we did get to see part of the Walk of Fame,
Hmm.
and I didn't realize, my impression was Hollywood has this reputation of everything being shiny and glittery
Glittery, glamorous.
and uh, everything was kind of like old. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like, oh, okay. It's like I forget that Hollywood's been around since like the 20s, the
It's been around a long
1920s,
time.
for 100 years, and so yeah, it shows a little bit. Okay, okay. Maybe, so that
Yeah.
was a reality check. I expected, beautiful, blah,
These
but it
spotlights along the street and like
everything all gleaming and
yeah, glistening, right?
but you see the Hollywood Walk of Fame and it's just another sidewalk.
Hmm.
But it goes on for a couple of
It's
miles,
a
I
few
think.
miles. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was kind of cool to see all those stars. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
look at this. Look at this. We saw Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball, Desi Arnaz, all the
Yeah, Bob
greats.
Hope and
Bob Hope. Yeah, I had taken my mom to see Bob Hope get his star on the Walk of Fame many years
oh,
ago. Yeah,
wow.
in the
That
90s. Yeah, I remember that. It
that
was
was a
great.
long time ago.
Yeah, it
They
was great.
waited till the 90s to give Bob Hope his
Before it's too
star.
late. No. Yeah, I
Did they
know,
just like
right?
forget about him?
Oh my God. But it was pretty cool to actually see that happen, once in your life. It's cool. Yeah. I still have
Yeah,
pictures of
that's
that. I
a
should send it
thrill.
to you to put it in. Yeah. I have
Yeah.
pictures of that. Yeah.
Show that for those that have
Mhm.
never heard of Bob Hope.
I know, right?
Yeah, those people exist.
Right. I know. He was
At,
great.
at least a generation and a half of them don't even
Don't
know.
know. Yeah. Yeah,
I've
that's
never
right.
heard of them.
And what did you think of the self-driving cars that you saw?
Oh my
The
gosh,
Waymos.
the
She
Waymos.
got all excited. She's like, "Oh, what is that?"
I'm like, what the heck? And it's like, that's a self-driving car.
Hmm.
And I'm like, so what use is that a self-driving car? He goes, well, people use it like an Uber or a
Hmm.
Lyft.
Hmm.
And I'm like, people get in a car that nobody's driving? No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh my God. But there were quite a
That's
few of them driving around and they were making turns, just like a regular car. Yeah. It's so
so
common.
I'm like, so I was like, what the heck? I was just asking a million questions, and then Penny is like, yeah. And I'm like, I've never seen one of them before. I didn't even know they existed. I I thought there were still prototypes.
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
they were out actually in service. Like, oh hell no. That's like too new for me.
That's pretty funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
And then even the little delivery carts.
The cutest little
Yeah,
wagons,
yeah,
with a handle even, I think they have a handle. They look like a cooler on wheels,
yeah.
like an igloo or a Coleman cooler
Right, right.
on wheels, and it's just, like, trudging along all by itself, and I'm like, what is that thing doing?" And it's like, "It's making a delivery." Penny's nonchalant, I'm like, "What the"
I remember. I'm like,
I've
what's the
never
big
seen
deal?
anything like that before.
I know, I know. It's like you can get pizza, whatever, and people are just walking by it like it's they're not like no one's looking at it like, wow, they're just walking by.
And here I am like,
What the
"Where's my camera?"
heck? Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. It was
I
so
didn't
funny.
act fast I didn't act fast enough to take a
I know.
picture of a Waymo.
Oh.
So the picture that we're posting is when we got off Google,
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
by the way, Waymo is a Google product,
Mhm.
right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, they usually have it in big cities and it's pretty convenient. I haven't rode one yet, but one of my friends wants us to go and I'm like, where
Can
are
you
we gonna
imagine
go?
can you imagine being in New York traffic in a Waymo and not
I
knowing where that Waymo or how that Waymo is gonna react?
So far I've seen they react normally, but there are times where they show Waymos doing sort of risky moves, so I guess it needs a little tweaking. I have not gotten into one yet, so I don't know. I can't
You
tell you what
plan
it's
to?
like.
You plan to try
Eventually,
it?
yeah, I think some people they get stuck in parking lots and stuff like that. Well, one of my friends really wants to take a ride somewhere. I'm like, where are we gonna go? But eventually, I'll let you know when I actually do it. And
Yeah, take footage,
yeah, I will.
and then we'll post it.
Oh yeah,
Post
yeah.
it and, we'll record your
Yeah,
experience.
I'm gonna record it. Yeah, for sure. Whenever we decide. Yeah. I need a place
So
to go.
anyway, for the rest of the world outside of major metropolitan areas, self-driving cars
Art.
are a thing. They're on the road. They're taking weird idiots out there that don't care if there's a driver in there or not, and taking them wherever they're going to go to the insane asylum, to the
To In and
crazy
Out.
house,
I'll probably end
in
up
and out
taking it to
burger,
In and Out Burger.
somewhere.
Or it's good if you're going to go out drinking, I guess, and you can take it home, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, if you're going to be out of control, might as well be out
Yeah.
of control.
All the way.
Go all the way with that.
Oh my God. So we did a lot on your first day, actually. We really did.
My plane arrived what, around 10:30 local
Like,
time, something
yeah,
like that.
something like that. And
And we
yeah,
got to your house about 8 o'clock
at night.
PM at your
And
time.
we fell asleep. I was so
And
tired.
I had been up since
Oh, right. East Coast time.
since
Yeah.
3 a.m. East Coast
Hmm.
time, which is really midnight your time. So I was almost over about 20 hours awake. So I was
Yeah,
tired.
yeah, we did
I was
so much.
tired, but you know what? It was like if I still had the energy, I would have kept going. But the thing is, it was before daylight savings time, so it got dark early. So we just ran out of daylight to be able to
Mm-hmm.
see
Because
anything.
we'd still be out there on the streets if it wasn't dark.
Yeah, at least for an extra hour or so.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
but
great.
that was amazing. That was a lot. And then we I bought a souvenir. I bought a little magnet from the gift shop over is it Hollywood and Vine?
Yeah, we parked
Hollywood
near Hollywood
Boulevard.
and Vine. Yeah, uh-huh, yeah.
So, one of the gift shops there, I bought a little magnet, and, we also, displayed our Academy Award.
Hmm, that's right.
Yeah,
Best friends
for being
award.
best friends.
That's right. That's right.
That's about the closest we're gonna get to receiving
To
an
the
Oscar.
awards.
We didn't even buy it. We weren't awarded that.
We just took the picture in the store. That's right. I
Yeah.
remember.
So, oh yeah, but that was a lot of fun. Everything was not what I expected. It was and it wasn't. The weather was just what I expected. The traffic was more or less what I expected. But Hollywood Boulevard and all of that area, I didn't expect it to be as old as it was. And I was like,
Yeah.
and then after a while, I was like, why did I even think that when Hollywood's been around forever? So, not
Yeah.
forever, as in 100 years they've been around. So, Uh, but other than that, there was just so much to see and so much to do,
Yeah.
and not enough time.
Yeah. And that was just day one. It
One, I
was
hit the
like
ground
a
running.
few more days to go. And it was nice for me to be a tourist in my city,
Mhm.
because I'm usually not a tourist, and things are just like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, but you were like, wow, wow.
When you're resident, everything's routine.
Yeah, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Penny. I
No,
had a fantastic time.
yeah.
That first day is so memorable,
Mm.
and I will always treasure that. So, if for those that have always dreamed to go in LA, why not go? You should
Mhm.
really hit the big cities and give it a try. Try LA, try New York, try Miami, all those, you know, great, wonderful cities. You should go and have that experience. It's not like you're going to live there,
Mhm.
you're just going to be there for a few days and then you can come home
Yeah,
and remember the experience. I had a great time.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, I had a good time too. It was fun.
Yeah.
We had, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Watch next week for part two of Maggie's visit to LA.
Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And follow us on social media listed in the description. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Bye.